Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome back to Bariatrics and Beyond, the podcast where we talk about life before, during, and beyond bariatric surgery. So grab yourself a drink and a healthy snack and get comfy, because today we are talking all about facelifts. And I have my co-host Nicole in the house. Hi, Nicole.
Hey, Kayla.
Okay, and we have a special guest all the way from Florida, one of your past patients. You want to introduce her, Nicole?
This is Joanna.
Hey.
Joanna,
Hello.
welcome. How
Thank
long
you.
has your how long since facelift surgery? How far out are you?
I am be 14 weeks this week. I had surgery on November the 19th, 2025.
How do you look that good for only 14 weeks? Okay, but first let's introduce Joanna. So Joanna, can you let us know like a little bit about you, where you're from, and all that kind of fun stuff?
I sure will. I am you can tell by my southern slang there that I'm a native of Kentucky.
Nice.
And I am a nurse. I've been a nurse for 30 years, and I am a hospice nurse at the time. I am a traveler. I travel around the United States and take care of hospice patients. So right now I'm currently in Florida, doing a contract there, and I love traveling, experiencing new things. So that's a little bit about me. I'm 53. Mother of 4. They're all grown. All my kids are grown. So it's just me out having a good old time.
Oh,
Good for
nice.
you.
Okay, so
Traveling
I
around.
love that. Now you've been around the internet too, because your facelift has got, it's gone pretty viral and people have seen you, and because your results are absolutely incredible. So can you tell us about your facelift journey? Like, when did you decide that, I feel like I kind of want to get a facelift? When did that happen?
It happened within the last couple of years. I lost a lot of weight, and you could tell it in my face. And I couldn't stand to see my saggy skin on my jawline. And I just started doing some research, and I saw Dr. Espino for the first time online, and I started following him.
Where did you find him? Like on like social media? Or?
I found him on social media. I found him on Instagram, and I found him on TikTok. So, and I'm big on TikTok. So I started following him, and I watched his facelifts, and I just loved his work. And I also did a bunch of other consults with other doctors as well. But he was my number one.
Was he?
For sure, the whole time. And I just had to get in contact and figure out how to do this whole thing.
That's awesome. So you said you had consults with other surgeons. Were they in the USA, or were they all over?
I actually did a couple overseas. I did one in Turkey, and I did another one in Mexico. I had 2 in Mexico, and then I had the rest of them in the United States.
Right. And so what was it about Dr. Espino and his results that you were like, he's the front runner, I think this is the one?
I knew he was the one because I watched all his videos, and I'll just tell you, he has mad skills.
Yeah.
I mean, he does. I mean, every facelift he does is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I just watched him, and I watched his videos and his patients. And I decided I'm going to get in contact with him because I want him to do my facelift.
Right. And then so you got in contact with AOC, and that's where you met this one, Nicole.
Nice.
Yeah, that's how I met Nicole.
So how was the consultation process for you? Because with Dr. Espino, he's very busy, especially with patients and consults and aftercare, and there's so much. So, it's not a 24-hour turnaround with the consult. So how was the consultation process for you? Were you on pins and needles waiting for can I get in?
And was it a long time?
No, I was very, very patient. I think it was 2 weeks.
Oh, good.
I think it was about 2 weeks. And I heard back from Nicole, and we got everything rolling, and I actually got in a whole lot sooner than I expected.
Nice.
But it was a really good experience.
How long was it after you got your consult to your surgery date? How soon did you?
It was about 2 months.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
About 2 months. I got a cancellation appointment. I signed up to, if there's any cancellations,
me
give
know.
me a call because I want to get it done as soon as
That's
possible.
awesome.
So did Nicole, did you call her and let her know, hey, look, I got a cancellation? How did that
And what
happen?
did I do? Is that what I did? Oh,
Yeah. You said, hey, we got one end of November. You interested in that? I'm like,
What
yes.
did you
let's
think
do
when
this."
she offered you that date? Were you like, oh, struck gold?
You know, I was more excited than
Yeah.
anything. I was not nervous at all. I just could not wait to get this done, and I was just tickled to get
I
it
love
done.
that.
Isn't it funny? Because how long were you thinking of, like you said, a couple of years, right? Because even me, I wasn't nervous either. Like I was just excited. That's what I say to people. Like I wasn't scared. I'm just like, oh, this is about to happen. You know? Like this is about to happen. So, and for me, I just thought it was just the saggy jaws that I just didn't like looking at. You know, I'm like, oh, well, let's just do that. And then he came back with a whole list of things that I needed, and then I had to.
It's humbling, isn't it? That consultation process is very humbling.
Well, I was like, what are all these things? Like, what do I, what are all these things? And then I started to research what each thing was, right? But I also knew that I'd rather somebody else tell me what I needed than pick what I needed for myself because I don't know. I don't know what I need.
Yeah.
I'm not the expert, right? So when he comes back with that list and you think it's a lot, like I always say to people, if he moves a little bit, other bits shift, right? So you're best just to do
everything in suggests.
Yeah.
Because I see a lot online, people are like, well, same thing. They've got consultations from several different facelift surgeons, but I hear a lot of people say, but, Dr. Espino recommended this, like a lot more than what the other surgeons recommend.
Right.
And so people are like, I don't want that. And then, but I think that all those other little things is what makes
the difference.
His facelift stand out, cut above the rest, So I think, they know what they're doing. So I recommend like taking their advice, obviously.
Absolutely. They're the ones that have studied this. They know what, like they've already got a vision of what your face is going to look like after they finish doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
right?
It's like, hey, if you like his results, like
just do what he says.
He's not adding on like the upper bleph, the lower bleph. He's not adding on these little things to make more money off you. Like he's adding on because he's like, I want you to look the best.
And I'm not going to go in there and do half of this stuff because when you come out and you don't look as good as you could have been, I'm not going to say that I did that.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the honest to God truth. Like he just won't put his name on something that's not finished.
In his opinion, yeah.
Right. Yes, in his opinion.
Yeah. Which is honestly fair enough. And that's what makes him one of the best. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about Mexico. You said you travel a lot, but is this the first time you've traveled out of the country for surgery?
Yes, this is the first time that I traveled out of the country for surgery.
I've
I've been out of the country before, but this is first time for surgery.
So how did your family and friends take that? Do they think you're crazy?
Yeah, they did. I'll just tell you honestly, they said, why are you going over there? And and I'm like, I am safe and I am protected. I'm not scared at all. I mean, I just going with my gut, and I knew that everything was going to work out just fine, and it did. And I enjoyed every moment in Tijuana, Mexico. Right. I had a good.
Did you take a companion or did you go by yourself?
I went by myself.
Good for you.
I'm brave.
I want to know if your family thought you were crazy even before you.
Do your
family think you're crazy anyway?
They know I'm brave.
Right.
They know I do brave things. I'm so adventurous.
I like the same. Same. Yeah. So it's not uncommon. It wouldn't be uncommon to hear that come out of my mouth or probably your mouth as well.
Joanna,
exactly.
I like what you just said, and I'm going to use that in reference to Nicole because I always talk to people, she's crazy, but I'm actually going to start saying she's brave.
I took that lesson myself. I took that on too.
I love that.
And that's how I reference myself. They might call me crazy, but I am just brave.
I like that.
I'm brave.
I learned that today.
And adventurous.
And then you get what you want out of life when you're brave, huh?
Yes, you take those chances. You step into those uncomfortable moments, and it becomes something beautiful.
Yes.
And you're absolutely right.
Yeah, look at your face. It's a testimony of that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so when you got to Mexico, and then the first day for Facelift is just a free day. You kind of just, do your blood work and that kind of thing, but you don't meet Dr. Espino the first day. You met Dr. Espino on day 2. So how was it? Because I feel like for me as well, like when I went for plastic surgery and I was like meeting Dr. Lazarus for the first time, I felt like almost meeting like a celebrity. I was so nervous. Like, how did you feel when you met Dr. Espino?
Yeah, what was your thoughts?
I was I was so excited to meet him finally, And I met him. I thought, oh my goodness, he is so handsome.
Right. And he's tall too. He's taller than I was expecting when I met. That was my first impression. Was like, whoa, you're tall.
Yeah, you're tall and handsome.
Talented. But wait, what's wrong?
I just thought he was very, very smart. He's a very intelligent person. Very professional. Has the most excellent bedside manners. I mean,
he's so thorough.
Great personality.
Too, he's so thorough. He goes through everything.
And he's
he makes sure he understands. Yes.
Yeah.
I liked his when I met, because I hadn't met him before either. That was the first time I met him the day before my surgery, and I was about to start working, coordinating for him. So I hadn't met him either, and I didn't really know too much about him. So when I met him, I was just thankful if I had done my research, he would have been who I chose.
Right.
Like how thorough he was, how confident he was, like his scar placement, like how detailed. You know what I mean? Like I was just like,
The thing about Nicole's facelift, so I don't know if you know Nicole's story, Joanna, but the opportunity arose for her very quickly, and she had to either jump on it or leave it like really quick. So
it was a week.
Nicole was already working for EOC, but she was a bariatric coordinator, and then some shifts were happening, and we were looking for a facelift plastic surgeon for years because we had Dr. Mendoza, and he just kind of booked out really, really far in advance, and we just couldn't book any more surgeries with him. But it took us a couple years to find Dr. Espino, right? So when we did find Dr. Espino, I say we like I found him. I didn't find him. I'm not taking the credit for that. But when EOC did find Dr. Espino, and he did join the EOC crew, then he needed a coordinator. So the management called Nicole and said, "Hey, do you want to come over to the plastic side and coordinate for the new facelift surgeon?"
And I said yes.
But she said yes. However, they're like, okay, now Kayla, because my job is to, obviously promote on social media and market, all that kind of stuff. We need to showcase this man's work. Like he's obviously done facelifts and stuff, but we need to showcase his work with us. So we're either going to give someone a facelift surgery, or Nicole, do you want to do it? And your sister can document your journey. And
I said, can I let you know?
And then I said to Nicole, it can't get any worse. Not that
And they said, okay, just give us a call tomorrow and let us know what you think.
Yeah, Nicole's like, I don't even know who he is. And I said to her, here's the thing, Nicole. They're not going to just put any facelift surgeon on. Like, this is the company's name that, he's also representing EOC. We've looked for 2 years. You know what I mean?
And
so
I said, I am
they're not
brave.
bringing on they're not bringing on just anybody. And then I said, how crazy I am.
And I said, yeah.
She's like, let's
go. Let's just, you know what I mean? I mean, I was talking about this anyway. Do you know what I mean? So let's just, and I was excited. And then I met him, right? And my opinion was, you're really confident. I like this. You know what you're talking about. I think I was not worried.
You loved how particular he was.
Yeah. I was not worried. Like I didn't walk out of there worried at all.
Yeah.
Not one bit.
You're very particular too, Nicole. So extremely. I was watching the whole consult process, and I was just like, I know she's loving this because she's very particular. Whereas me, I'm particular, but I won't voice it. Like I'll be like, oh, whatever you think. Yeah, whatever you think.
Oh no, I'm going to voice some stuff. I'm going to ask questions.
Nicole's very fussy, and she will, won't. Yeah. So
I want to know.
Yeah, you two were a match made in heaven to be like coordinator, and they couldn't have paired you two better, I don't think.
Yeah, that's why I say I got lucky. Do you know what I mean? Because if I had a choice, I would choose him. End of story.
Yeah. And I love that you're so passionate about his work too.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that because like a lot of the time as well on social media, I do see people say that, oh, Nicole, she's great. This is kind of ticks me off a little bit because I know you're not a salesperson at all. Nicole couldn't sell Nicole could not sell water in the desert, right? But
I'll give it to you, because I think you should drink it,
right? But when Nicole
you don't have to pay me.
passionate about something, but people will say like Nicole's a great salesman. Like when it was my consultation, like she was great at selling me the surgery, and I'm like, she ain't selling it. Like she's just so passionate about it. You know
but I
just
feel like I'm that in life. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to help you because I like you. I feel like you and I have the same sort of mentality or the same sort of spirit. Do you know what I mean? And I know Joanna, I can tell that you're very passionate about it as well because you really believe in what you researched, you really
Yeah.
believe in the results and all
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. So you can talk honestly
Yes.
about this man or about your experience because that's honestly how you feel or how
Yeah.
you felt. And that's how it feels for me, right?
Yep.
So I'm not going to convince, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. Like it doesn't
doesn't
affect
affect
me
you.
any,
Yeah.
but I'm going to let you know what I went through,
Mhm.
what I experienced, and hopefully you have the same, have the same feeling or the same thoughts.
Yeah, and
You
you
know?
can just educate people along the way. So
Right.
so let's talk about it. So you did your consult and you knew you loved it. So you already knew you were going to have good results. And I think a lot of the time as well with good results and good recoveries, it all starts here too. Like you got to be in the right frame of mind,
Right.
especially with the facelift, because let's be honest, the next day you go in for surgery, you come out. When you first see your face, what was your first impression? Because for me, I was petrified when I see Nicole's face. I was like, uh-oh, what did I talk her into? What was your first impression?
My first impression was I knew going
Mhm.
in that I was gonna the first day was I'm gonna look swollen and
Mhm.
bruised and so I knew I was
Yeah.
prepared. So I took a picture of myself the first time. I'm like, okay, that's not so
Uh-huh.
bad. But I'm like you. I went in this whole process with a mindset of positivity. And there wasn't going to be anything negative that was going to happen because I was just going to stay positive through the
I
whole
love
process.
that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did, and I had an absolutely amazing experience
Uh-huh.
because of that.
How
you
was
know,
your
and
recovery? Did you have any complications or?
I never had any complications. I nenever had any. I have been healed very, very quickly.
Love that.
Like, I was just like, I just felt like I healed so quickly. Maybe I really didn't, but
But you
I just
took your
felt like I
time,
did.
right? And you enjoyed the
Yes.
process and you did what he said.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I did exactly what he said to do. Everything he said to do, I did it.
Same.
And my scars are light. I
Mhm.
mean, everything just healed. My sutures come out timely, and I just look like I never even had
Right.
surgery.
And you didn't
Seriously.
stress. You didn't stress about it because I feel like a lot of people, they stress. Like, why is this one swollen? Why is this one that? And then when you stress, I feel like it's like a snowball effect. And that's like with anything in life, you
Right.
get what you focus on, right? So let's focus on the
Yes,
positive.
and I'm big on social media, and I've got like over 1 million views on some of my videos on my facelift, and you had a lot of people that very opinionated.
Mhm.
And like they're like, "Oh, your nose is different." I'm like, "No, I'm just swollen. It takes 6 months or more, for your swelling to completely go down." I didn't let other people's perceptions or
Yes.
negativities affect my healing as well because
Love that.
I knew that everything was gonna be just perfect.
Yeah, I think
It was. I mean,
and
it
it
was. I
does.
healed just
I
fine.
think if you sometimes, like for me too, like I focused on the end goal. I'm like, okay, so one of my eyes was took a longer time to for the swelling to go down the other side, and they looked very sort of uneven and stuff, right? And I would be like, he didn't sew me this way. Like like, if you look at every single person he's done, he's not sewing you crooked.
Yeah.
Like, calm down, people.
Just
You're
have
swollen.
patience,
I'm
yeah.
more swollen on this side. Like, I never in my head thought, oh, what if my head just didn't go there. And so to think that I like the mental sort of side of things that people sort of have started to talk about and stuff, and some people suffer from it more than others, right? And I'm not saying it was a wonderful experience and it's going to be a wonderful experience for everybody because not everybody has the same frame of mind.
That's true.
Being positive definitely plays a big part. That's I had a wonderful experience as well, and it sounds like you did, but we went in with the right frame of mind.
Yes.
And we didn't let
With
other noise.
Confidence and
Right.
Yeah.
In why you chose him in the first place.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, you said you've got a few videos that have done like millions. And did you ever, going into this, and documenting your recovery and your process, did you ever think you would get like all this attention from strangers on the internet?
I never thought I would get this kind of attention, which it was amazing because it it just gets his name out
Yeah.
there, and and the way he does his work, and I was always very positive about everything, and not everybody has been positive in my comment section
Yeah.
and things, but I never even replied to those
Yeah.
people,
Right.
and there's people like that everywhere.
Everywhere. no matter what
But
you do, you can't make 100% people happy 100% of the time.
yeah,
And
and that's
it
okay.
is okay. And I think the internet, like people live to bully people on the internet. People live to leave that negative comment. People live for like,
But that's just unfortunate for them.
But yeah, that's not a reflection of like,
Especially if it doesn't affect you. Do you know what I mean? Like you can say whatever you want because you're just kind of hurting yourself at this point. Do you know what I mean? Because it's if you're strong enough mentally to it not affect you, then really the only damage they're doing to themselves.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, they need to find a hobby. That
that is their hobby. But that's sad.
It is sad.
I feel sad for them.
But so you got a few of your facelifts took off and got over 1 million views. What did your family and friends think about that?
They were just shocked. They're like, but they could see why. They said, that there's beautiful results and just amazing, just a big difference. If you look at the videos, you could see like the saggy skin and where I really needed I needed it. I needed the facelift, and it just shows a big difference. And it's just amazing. And I think that's why it went viral is because his amazing work.
It is.
I mean, you can just see it.
You're also a good canvas. Like, you were very beautiful. Like, that's the other thing.
Thank you.
Like you are. You're just
Thank
absolutely gorgeous. And I think it's eye catching. It really catches your eye because you're like, oh, she's beautiful, and it just, you shine. And
do you feel like you still look the same? You still look the same though? You see yourself the same way and stuff?
I've always seen me in there, but behind the swelling and behind the healing, I've always seen me there. Not everybody else has, oh my God, you look so different. And I'm like, yeah, I look, he had to put my face back, in its correct spot. My face was all come down here. I was 53, I'm 53 and everything was hanging and sagging.
But that's how you saw yourself?
Yes.
Yeah, same.
Do you look like how you looked like in your 20s, 30s, you think?
I look better.
Nice. I love that.
I look better because, I'm older and I have wisdom and it just all that shines through you, when you get older. And I just think that I honestly do. I think that I look better and I feel better and I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life. And
me too. I feel same. Well, I'm same.
Good for you. Can we like backtrack to the beginning? You said you lost weight. How much weight did you lose?
I was like 220 pounds. I'm 110 pounds now. So I've lost quite a bit of weight.
I didn't know that. Did you have surgery or what did you do?
Yes, I did. I had bariatric surgery.
See, I didn't know that about you. Did you know that, Nicole?
No, I don't think so. Well, I probably in the form, but you know what I mean? Not something I would have remembered. But I don't carry that.
Because did you ever document any of your weight loss?
I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't know. I just wasn't big on the internet then. So I just really didn't do a whole lot of documenting of that. I just kind of stayed private and just did my thing. And when I had my facelift surgery, I decided to make it more public. And,
and now
maybe I could help somebody else, along the journey.
Why you look and feel your best now, like after losing all that weight. Have you done any body surgery?
I'm scheduled for body surgery. I'm scheduled October 22nd with Lazos.
I didn't know that either. Did you know that, Nicole?
No.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. That's exciting. What are you doing with the Lazos?
If you don't mind sharing.
I did my I did my consult, and he's going to do tummy tuck 360, and we're going to do a BBL. And I think that's the only thing that I really needed from him. So
very nice. And
so then we're going to have her back.
Did you? Okay, so now I need. We're actually going to have you come to Vegas. I think we need like a Vegas weekend.
Oh, I would love that. I would love
check
that.
Check for some contracts coming up in Vegas.
Yeah, maybe. There you go. 13-week contract in Vegas.
I will. Definitely.
Okay, so I want to know: Did you do your body consult after your face and was like, actually, I know that they do bodies too. Let me look into their body surgeons. Or did you already know you wanted your body done?
I did not realize that the group also did body work. And I found all this out later after I had my facelift surgery. And I thought, well, I love EOC. I love the experience that I had. So I'm just going to use them for my body.
Love that.
And so that's what I'm doing.
That's
And
great.
they are the specialists in massive
Massive
weight
weight
loss
loss.
reconstruction.
Yep.
So you're actually, you know what I mean? You're going to the best surgeons
Yeah,
for that
and
anyway.
now you're familiar with everyone. If you're going to have the same nurses, how good are the nurses? Like, you're a nurse, so you know, like, the compassion that
I know.
that you need. Aren't they like just little angels, aren't they?
Oh my gosh, the nurses, I can't even describe. I mean, I called them first thing in the morning because I was alone.
Yeah.
And they were right there to come and help me open my eyes, put my eye drops
Aw.
in. They were there every morning to help me with my meds, anything that I needed. They were right there.
They're beautiful.
I mean, that they were our
They
angels.
are, yeah. I love them. And even like you'll see with the body recovery too, like there's a lot that goes into their job when it
Like
comes
they
to
are showering you every day.
Yeah,
they
they'll
are
come help
changing you
you
every
with the
day. They
bandages.
are
they're hard. They're hard work and they're so good.
Yeah.
And then so you also had Dr. Melissa coming to check on you too, isn't she wonderful?
Oh my gosh, yes. She is the best nurse practitioner. I mean, she'd come in every day. She would change my bandages. She would educate me on, how to take care of everything and, in anything that could happen. She wants you to know ahead of time, to look for things, certain things. I mean, she was so good at her job. And just the nursing staff there, Dr. Espino, and even down to the drivers, it made this whole experience success for
It's
me.
just such a
all
good
of it.
time,
And
isn't it?
it is a good time.
Like we find reasons to go back. Well, Kayla and I find reasons to go back all the time.
And
just to
guess
spend
what? We've got a reason to go back in October too now. Maybe we'll come. Maybe we'll come and document.
Yeah, there you go.
If you have us, we'll come down for sure.
Come and document. Yes.
I'm just
Nicole
saying.
Nicole is a great companion. She's been my companion for all of my rounds, and she's a superstar companion for sure. So
I would love it. For
Are you
sure.
bringing a companion this time around?
I thought maybe I should, but I don't know. I'm so brave.
You are
that I probably just go
But
alone.
the problem is being so brave with body surgery, right? You start to do a little bit more for yourself, and you really have to be careful with those incisions because they're everywhere. You know what I mean? And you feel like you can do everything. I used to even to say to Kayla, like, don't move, like you're not getting up. I'll go get it. Let me get a straw. I'll get your drink. Or just all the little things. You know
But
what I
the
mean?
thing with me is, I'm like, okay, go ahead. You twisted my arm. Ouch. Nah, I don't mind it.
We could really go.
Yeah, no, we could totally. You said October 22nd?
October 22nd.
Yeah,
Yes, Dr.
we'll be back.
Lazos. Y'all come and we'll document the whole
love
thing.
to.
And
You don't have to. You don't have to tell us twice. Like if
Yeah.
we say come, we will come.
We're only 45-minute flight. Actually, 40-minute flight. We will be there with bells on.
People can get an in-depth look
Definitely.
of what it looks like to have body surgery.
Are you going to document on your TikTok?
Yeah, I'm going to document
Awesome.
it. Yeah.
Let's get together and
Can't say I'm a good
collaborate.
photographer though.
She's terrible. She's terrible at filming. You know how many times I've been like, okay, Nicole, and go. She'll have the phone. I'm like, okay, now record.
Stop.
And she doesn't press record, but when she's ready to press stop, that's when she presses record. So I get nothing.
You get the ground.
Yeah, there's so many videos I have of just the ground from Nicole. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never bringing her again to help me. So, but I'll bring her to help you.
I can do that.
Sounds
I can do
good.
that. I can
Yeah,
do
that's
that.
her strength
Yeah.
is being a companion.
Perfect. I would love
That's
it.
great. So what did your friends and family think after they've seen your results? Were they like,
They were, they were a little shocked because they didn't know what to expect. They were like, oh my gosh, are you okay? I'm like, I'm perfect.
Yeah.
I've never had any pain. So just give my face some time to heal. I just educated them is what I have to do. But they say now that I look just like my younger self. I look just like me. And I said, yeah, I just took some time to heal. And but they love it. They think that I look beautiful and they tell me that all the time.
so
and
nice.
That's really smart. You had to educate them because like you said, like we may have looked different, like, because I felt good because I remember Kayla saying, is she supposed to look like that? And I'm like, I feel really good. And she's like, well, you don't look so good, you know?
I'm like,
And
your
so
eyes aren't even open. She's
Yes.
like, I feel great.
But I did, but that's smart. Like you do have to educate them because they don't know. But
From the
you were-
outside looking in, it's scary.
right.
Yeah, facelift surgery is
But
scary
it doesn't
from the
feel, it didn't
outside.
feel.
That's good. Yeah, how was the pain? Was there any pain?
I never had not one bit bit of pain. Even in the recovery room, the
Yeah.
first day when I was so swollen and bruised, I never had any pain. Never.
Same.
That's so hard to believe. I know that Nicole says the same too. And I'm like,
Nothing.
it looks like the most painful surgery, but
No, I mean,
That's so
I'm
good.
sure it looked like this.
Yeah,
I mean, I was pretty bad,
yeah, Nicole,
right?
very swollen.
So much so that I think people were actually afraid to schedule it first.
Yeah.
Because I was like so. But you know what the funny thing was? Like, one of my favorite photos is the first photo when I first came out of surgery.
Really?
Yeah, I looked like one of those dolls, with the big cheeks.
A crash test dummy?
No, I just
That
did.
doll?
And it's my favorite photo after surgery. The lips were beautiful.
Right.
They were big, like the cheeks were puffy, the eyes were closed. I love that photo. Like, I didn't look at that and go, oh, what's wrong with me? I'm like, oh, it looks so cute.
It's so funny because when you were there, I remember having like a dinner meeting with Dr. Ortiz and a few of the other surgeons, and they're like, "How's Nicole doing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, she's doing all right." And then Dr. Ortiz is like, "She looks like an alien," and I'm like, "Well, I mean, she just had surgery," and he's like, "Yeah, it'll take a long time for her to come back down to earth, but she looks like an alien right now."
But they didn't believe I had my eyes sewn shut either, remember?
Yeah, I was like, no, her eyes are sewn shut, which doesn't happen to everyone, but
It hasn't happened since. But
you had an issue with your eyes. But that aside, because
Next
Dr.
minute.
Espino was brand new to EOC, and Dr. Ortiz, who is at EOC, was just like, well, we'll have to see these results. And
Next minute, look what's happening.
yeah, can't keep up. So I
Yeah.
think, from the outside looking in, it is kind of crazy. So how has your life changed since having this facelift, your confidence and everything?
Definitely more confidence, more self-love, all of that combined. I'm still single.
I was going to ask you that. Okay, are you dating?
I'm not even
No.
dating. No, I'm not even really interested
love
right
that.
now. I'm just concentrating on me and healing, and maybe one of these days,
Well, it's still kind of fresh
I'll meet
too.
somebody.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, no,
Yeah.
she's still got. You got to get your body done this year too. So
Well, she is
hold off.
concentrating on it. Yeah,
Just
that's what I'm
hold
saying.
off on the dating. Yeah. But you know what? We were actually just prior to this, we did an episode about dating, and Nicole's about to be 50 next month. Oh no,
Yeah.
in April.
April.
And we were talking about it, and you seem like the kind of woman that I think we are. Is just that you provide a really beautiful life for yourself. So it's not dating is not necessarily something that you need, right now. Especially like you said, you self-love, like you really
Concentrate on me, get yourself right.
concentrate on
Yes.
yourself, right?
Well, what I've decided to do is, I don't look for anything outside of myself to validate who I
Love
am,
it.
because I already have that within me. That's where I am in life, and somebody will have to meet me there, or at least to match that energy.
I think we can
Exactly.
become best friends.
That's exactly what Nicole said too. Exactly.
It's true though.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that what happens when you get older? Have you always been this way, but just not, said it out loud? Like, but I don't know. It's just a feeling.
You just learn about yourself.
Yeah, most definitely. I know it's wisdom.
Yeah.
With my age, it's
Right.
like, oh yeah, I've made those mistakes, and I've learned my lessons, and I love myself, and I have confidence in myself now, and I'm just not gonna
Settle.
just give my energy away like I used
It's
to.
valuable. It's a valuable currency. And
Yes.
people will take
Yes,
people
it
will
is.
steal it. So you gotta be careful. Yeah. So listen, what are you doing before your facelift? Because
No, before a body. What do you mean?
before your body, because we have the EOC cruise in late September.
Do you know about this?
I know, I've heard about
You should
that, and I've been thinking about going because I love cruises.
You should come. You
We would have a blast. We would have so much fun.
because there's some other facelift
So much
patients coming
fun.
Yeah.
too, right?
Last year we had a couple of people that were just sort of fresh
Brand
too
new,
from
yep.
facelifts and stuff, and then so those ladies jumped on the
Yep.
boat at like the ship. It was such a
Yeah.
good time,
Yeah.
and we had probably like 50, 70 people.
Yeah, about 60 people last
Yeah,
year. This
come,
year we've got already
There's
200.
there's about 170 people already
200,
coming
yeah.
from EOC.
You should come
Like,
because
It's a good time.
it's really cool because we have like the bariatric patients, and we have like the plastics, women that come for plastics. And then we had like the whole facelifts group, and everyone kind of in the beginning just, had their own little groups. But towards the end, everyone was like family. And then all the people from last year are booked again this year, and then all new people. So we would love you to come. That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, I will. I need somebody to send me the
We will.
information, the link. I'll
Email
definitely
it. Yeah,
come. I'll definitely
Yeah, I'll
go.
send you
email it
the-
to you, but you need a book quick because we're almost out.
Yeah, I'm
We're
gonna
almost out of spots. Yeah,
I'm going to. I'll just see. I don't the social media thing.
I will send you the info,
There you go.
Nicole.
I'll forward it to you from her.
There you go, because I don't have your email address, Joanna. But yeah, so it's like September, I want to say 28 to October 3. So it's,
It's out of Louisiana.
Louisiana. So not too far from you.
So I'm pretty sure we're going to go to Louisiana and we'll have like a meetup like the night before.
Yeah, we're doing a pre-party.
We'll have a pre-party so everybody gets to know each other and then we all board.
Actually, the venue just got booked for that too. So we've got a really cool venue for the pre-party in
Yeah, so we'll all pre-party the night before and then we'll all jump on the ship and then we'll be there for like 4 days or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's stuff, and Michelle's booked stuff for like every
We've got
time we get off, we've
2
got
days,
like
2 port
events
days.
on land, like pool parties and house
private
parties
events.
and catamarans and
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Nice.
yeah, so I'd love you to come. I think I
You're
already
going to
know.
fit in just perfectly. I already know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
It's a good time, especially if you can do it right before your body too. Like it'll be.
Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And then the next reunion, you'll be exactly. You'll be all done by then. One last question before I let you go. What advice would you give to anybody that's considering having a facelift surgery or even any kind of surgery outside of the United States? And I think this is going to be very valuable information coming from a nurse as well.
Yes. Do your research.
Mm-hmm.
Always do your research and just have a positive attitude about everything. You know, and that's how I live my life, is just being positive, because, you know, if you're positive, you're bringing in positive into your life. And I truly believe that with everything in my soul. But yes, definitely do your research. And I did as a nurse. I did extensive research before I chose Dr. Espino. So he is definitely number one. And I went to some really nice, some really high-known people in Arizona and in Colorado, because I traveled around just seeing what their prices are and things. And they were only doing like mini lifts and different things where it was so much more expensive, like from $45,000 to $125,000, depending, or
crazy.
But yeah, it's really crazy. But yeah, just do your research and get in contact with some of the people, watch the videos. And I watched all his videos. Every one of them, and every one of them were amazingly beautiful. He definitely has mad skills when it comes to his facelift.
Yeah, awesome.
I mean, he sure does, and that's why I picked him in Mexico.
So do your research, keep a positive mindset, and be brave.
And be brave.
Yes, takeaway from today's episode. Be brave.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Joanna, I'm going to send that information to Nicole. Nicole's going to send that information to you, and we are so excited to meet you in September.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Thank you so much for having me. I thought it's so nice to meet both of you. You both are so beautiful.
You too. And after the cruise, we're coming with you to Mexico.
Yeah,
to do your body.
Yeah, we're following. You can't get rid of us now. We're family. Joanna, we're family.
No,
now.
kind of happens. You can document and then let everybody see firsthand what it's like after body surgery. I think that'd be wonderful too.
I would absolutely love to do it. So let's
we're coming. It's already decided.
It's done. Yeah. Flights are booked.
You asked, we're already coming.
Flights are booked. We're there.
All right.
Thank you, Joanna. We'll see you in
September.
Guys so much.
Yeah, and I'll send you the info. It's nice to meet you.
Bye.
Bye, Joanna.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.